What's up, traders? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Forrest. I invest in stuff, and I think that you should too. I'm also a day trader. I day trade every single day live along with Soul in our Discord called Trade Edge from 9:30 a.m. to 11 a.m. A lot of our traders, including us, utilize prop firms. Prop firms are a great tool, right, that can get you to what I think everybody's end goal should be, which is trading your own account, right? So I traded my own account for years and years and years. I've been using prop firms for just over 2 years. I know that a lot of people started, using prop firms really as their first entry into the markets, which is totally fine. I think that's a great way to start, but it can build some bad habits. So if you are a trader, just remember that your long-term goal should be trading your own account. I've seen a lot of traders kind of fall into the cycle of leaning into prop firms, maybe a little bit too much. Again, there's nothing wrong with trading them every single day. I literally do it myself. Just remember your goal should be to fund your own account. So you want to choose a prop firm. What should be your considerations? Well, we're going to talk about that in this video. Okay, I've gotten payouts from tons of different prop firms, used a few different prop firms, and there are a few kind of major considerations that you should keep in mind when choosing your prop firm. So we're going to do a little bit different style of a video. I'm going to switch over to a top-down shot, and we're going to get a little interactive with this. If you're looking for a trading home, check out our Discord, Trade Edge. We day trade live in there, 9:30 a.m. to 11 a.m. and sometimes a little bit extra every single day. And I'm super happy to announce that I officially have a trading coaching program launching called Force Trade Coaching. The website isn't live right now, but a lot of people have already signed up in the community. My first cohort is launching August 11th. It is a 5-week program. If you're interested, shoot me a DM on Instagram, join the Discord. There's a video, an overview video in there that I can provide to you. And then we can hop on a call to discuss one-on-one what trade coaching looks like. All right, let's get into the video. So the first question I want to ask myself is, what is my experience level? Every prop firm has a different set of rules. So if I'm a brand new trader, it's probably not in my interest to spend a ton of money on props. I want to select a firm with maybe lower fees, right? That's going to let me get my foot in the door. Or there could be, firms that have more back-end tools that include journaling tools, okay? So My Funded Futures, for example, has journaling tools. Apex, for example, is very, very cheap, okay? But what is my experience level? Again, your goal as a trader is to fund a personal account, okay? Fund personal. That's your goal, okay? Now, I know my handwriting's terrible, but that's your goal. Your goal is to fund a personal account. The second thing that you should consider is budget, okay? Now, I just mentioned costs on this, but again, if I'm using prop firms because I don't have enough personal capital to start my own account, right? I don't have $10,000 or $20,000, then it's going to be key for me to make sure that I'm not outlaying a ton of cash over and over again, going through a cycle of blow-ups and restarting and blow-ups and restarting and blow-ups and restarting, right? What'll happen for a lot of people is that your process looks like this, right? So your step one is, you're buying an account, okay? That's your first step. And then you blow it, okay? You completely blow it. And then you go back to step one. Or maybe you buy an account, okay? And then you pass, okay? Then you blow it, okay? You blow it up again, and then you go back to the beginning here. You buy an account, you blow it, you go back, you buy it, you pass, you blow it, you go back. But what your real goal should be is to pass the account and then get paid. Okay, this should be your primary goal. Relating back to these first two questions, what is my experience and my budget? If I'm starting day one trading and the very first trade I make $2,000, but it's in an eval, okay, I've spent money on some prop account, I'm in an eval, you didn't really make the money, right? You're not getting paid yet. Like, this doesn't actually exist down here, okay? That's not happening. You're just getting closer to passing, okay? Then you pass the account. Finally, you go through a few blowups, you pass it, and then you blow up again. So you have all these winning and losing trades, but you're not realizing any money. It may have actually been cheaper. Okay, again, thinking of budget as the goal here, it may have been cheaper to just fund a personal account. Okay, so 3, should I even use a prop firm? Okay, this is the next question that you should ask yourself, right? And I know the name of this video is how to select which prop firm, but these are really key questions. Is should I even use a prop firm? Okay. You can get really cheap intraday margin at, just a couple $100 a contract, be trading M&Q, things like that. Number 4, okay, do I journal? If you're not journaling your trades, Okay, if you don't have a system for improvement, right, you can't improve what you don't measure. It doesn't matter which prop firm you get, right? Literally does not matter what prop firm you get, because you're not going to be able to improve, and you're going to get stuck in this cycle of blowing up, passing, and you're never going to actually get paid. Okay. Number 5, a little bit more serious of question, but what is my trading style? Okay. I mean, I'm fresh. Okay. I'll stop joking. But what is my trading style? Okay. Is it swing trading, swing, scalping? Okay. And depending on the account, right? So if I get an Apex account, right, I know that they have a trailing. There's this trailing mechanic. Okay. Which means, and those of you new, again, this relates to the first question of what's my experience. This is going to be very, very hard if you have a trailing mechanic, okay, and you're trading and you're brand new. It's going to be very, very tough. It's going to be nigh impossible. And again, that's going to go back to this image where you buy an account, you blow it up, you buy an account, you blow it up, you buy an account, you blow it up, right? You pass, you blow it up. Okay, it's going to be very, very tough. So you need to think about your trading style. If you're brand new, you don't even know what your trading style is, then maybe you don't want to get an account with trailing. Right? So what are some accounts without trailing? Well, Apex has a static account as well. They have one of them, My Funded Futures. Okay. We'll just do My Funded Futures. We'll label it as MFF. I think they use MFFU, whatever it is. Right? So they have end of day trailing, end of day trailing. My handwriting's terrible, by the way, but they have end of day trailing. Okay. And that means that regardless of how you do intraday, right? If you're up $2,000, you don't need to worry about this trailing mechanic. For those of you who aren't familiar with what the trailing mechanic is, I'll actually just draw it out for you right now, because I know a ton of you are going to ask in the comments, right? So let's say that you start and your profit target is, let's say PT is equal to $2,000 in an account, some Apex account. You need to make $2,000. So I go long on a trade. My account balance is at 50,000. Okay. So I get in a trade and my account balance goes to 51,000. Okay. The trailing is going to follow this. Right? So as soon as the value of my account hits 51,000, my trailing, okay, goes to 49,000. Okay. So my trailing goes to 49,000. What happens next? Well, I don't take profits. The account goes back down to 50,000. So my account balance goes to 50,000. Okay. My trailing is still at 49. Trailing stop, still at 49,000. So you'll notice that I had $2,000 of space before, but now I only have $1,000 of trailing. Okay. So the trailing means that you need to take profits. You need to actually take profits on your trades. I have a video. You can go look it up where I go more in depth on the trailing, and we can talk about that. End of day trailing means that it doesn't matter when any of this happens. I make money, I lose money. The trailing does not get calculated till the end of the day, which means that you can hold trades longer, which goes back to, what is my style? Because if I'm a swing trader or an intraday swing trader going for 50, 100 point hits on NQ, then I should definitely be going for more of a My Funded Futures account. If I'm somebody who is in and out more, perhaps I want to do Apex. Now, the way that I trade, whether it's Apex or My Funded Futures or Purdia or Take Profit, whatever, I use the same style across all the accounts, right? That's my preference. I just trade lower leverage, okay? Let's go to the 6th point. The 6th point here is, how often do I tilt? Now, this is you need to answer this honestly, okay? Because this is going to go back to this cycle, right? Which you might already be in, right? Might already be in this cycle. But if you're very, very prone to tilt, this step right here, okay, this blowing up step, and we'll even change color, okay? This right here is going to feel worse. Where if you have a real account and you're just trading a real account, there is no blowing up unless you get to 0, right? So really the point of this video here is, guys, is hopefully to make more relevant in your mind some things that should be obvious when you're approaching this. A lot of you guys are just buying accounts, especially when I talk to new traders here. You're getting stuck here and you're experiencing possibly more pain than you should. And the best route for you might be, going back to this question of should I even use a prop account? The answer might be no. Okay. Or what you need to do is switch companies, right? A lot of you guys whine and complain constantly about Apex. Okay. But you should be using My Funded Futures. Okay, My Funded Futures doesn't have a trailing mechanic. I know you guys all have this dream of getting paid on 20 accounts. How about getting paid on one? How about you get paid on one account? Okay, with less rules and it's easier. Okay, I trade on both. It's fine. Again, the best account is the one that you get paid from. But there's just some things that you guys you're digging your own holes, you're jumping into them, you're pouring dirt on your head, and then you're complaining about being dirty and underground. And it makes no sense. Okay, so just think about it. Ask yourself these questions. Okay, what is my experience? What is my budget? Should I even use a prop firm? Okay, do I journal? Am I tracking my performance? Do I need to get a firm that has journaling built in for me? What is my trading style? Am I a swing trader? Am I a scalper? Do I like trading M&Q? Do I like trading full size? Okay, and how often do I tilt, right? Is blowing up an account going to put me spiraling into a full depression? If so, maybe I shouldn't be buying 20 Apex accounts. Maybe I should be buying one, or maybe I should be buying Take Profit Trader account or one My Funded Futures account. Okay, very, very simple. And the last thing that I want to say, guys, is that you can do this. You 100% can do this, right? With the right mindset, the right approach, everybody can win as a trader. If you're looking for a new day trading home, again, check out my community, Trade Edge, myself and Soul, partners. We day trade every single day live. Would love to have you there. Deuces. See you in the next video. Peace.